Hi, welcome back. The next topic is ComponentScan. In earlier lectures, we have explored bean registration with Spring Framework using XML configuration, specifying @bean annotation, configuration annotation with the class. Now, let us explore other alternative for bean class registration with Spring Framework. So here we will be using @ComponentScan annotation and @component. So let us explore the same. So this is the application which is being shared with you. See, the first and foremost thing is the problem with the earlier approach, that is using @bean annotation or XML configuration for the bean class is there we had to specify the bean annotation or the XML configuration for each and every bean class. So let us assume we have hundreds or thousands of classes. It's going to be a time consuming. See here, along with the main method, you need to mention @ComponentScan and which are the packages which you want the Spring Framework to be scanned. Since this is the configuration related information, you need to specify @configuration annotation in addition with this. And we need to use annotation config application context. So here the current class itself has the configuration details. So that is the reason I am passing the same class name as the parameter to the constructor of annotation config application context. Now let us see how the bean classes are being identified. See, for the bean classes to be identified, you need to specify the annotation @component. So for the employee class, see, I want the employee class to be registered as a bean class with the Spring Framework. That is the reason I have specified @component. And here as well, I have specified @component for class A. Now let's go and run the application. So before running the application, please check here. See, we are trying to request the Spring Framework for the bean instance of employee class and A class. So all these remain same. So let us just try to run the application. Then after that, we can explore more. Yes, we are able to run the application. Now let's try to experiment something. So what I'll do is I'll just try to comment off the @component annotation for the employee class, and let us see if the Spring Framework will still identify it as a bean class. So I'm going to the Spring Bean anno.java and let me run it. Yes, so as we see here, we are getting an exception. It is telling that no qualifying bean of type employee. So basically it's not able to identify the bean class employee. So why I'm showing this exception is it may happen that you are trying to put some classes in your project and you may get an exception such as like this. So the possible reason could be you have not annotated with @component.